Hi there, I'm Matt from the Underground Cookery School. Today I'm just going to show you a really simple, easy recipe. I have a lovely red cabbage here and I'm going to show you how to cook it. There are lots of ways of cooking a cabbage. We're going to braise this one today, so I'm just going to take a few slices off of that. I'm not going to do huge copious amounts because we've only got a small pan here, which incidentally has been on the hob for a while now. So I'm just going to put a little bit of onion in there. We will put some garlic in a minute, but regular viewers will know that you cook garlic a little later than onion because it's much smaller. So I'm just going to roughly chop this, and you can, you do it how you like. I like it in little cubes, but for example, a lot of people like it in strips. It's just whatever floats your boat. Anyway, I've got my cabbage here. Another way of cooking it, of course, whilst we're waiting for everything to get going, I'm just going to put that garlic in, is you can stir fry it. So what you would do, similar sort of concept to the way I'm doing it here, except in a wok with vegetable oil. Put the wok on a hob, bring it up to a really high heat, vegetable oil, sling it in, give it a good old toss, and you can just fry it with other veg. But we're going to braise this one. So actually, before we do that, I thought it'd be quite interesting. A little bit of red wine, just to give it a bit of depth of flavour. I wouldn't put the cabbage in just yet, because what I want to do is just, I haven't put much in there, but what little red wine there is in there, I just want to burn the alcohol off. So we've got that nice tart flavour of the red wine. I'm going to put the cabbage in, like that. Now you can add all sorts of things just to put the flavour in. So for example, whilst you're frying off the onion and garlic, you can add some cinnamon to it, which people like doing. Even poach off some raisins, which is quite a traditional accompaniment. I've got some chicken stock here. Obviously, if you're vegetarian, you can use a vegetable stock. And if you can't be bothered to make a stock, don't worry. You can use one of those cubes. So what will happen now is that will come up to the boil, and as it comes up to the boil, I'll just turn the gas down, and then we'll let that cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. We'll just have a look. If there's any residual liquid, we'll drain that off, and there you have your cabbage. And the other thing I was going to say is, if you're eating this, if you think of what coleslaw is, it's actually cabbage, albeit a white cabbage, but nevertheless just grated with a bit of carrot and mayonnaise. So just another way of eating it. So if you come back in about 10 minutes or so, that will be beautifully cooked or braised, and we can then plate up. Right, that's been braising away for about 12 minutes now. Beautiful, got all those lovely flavours that we put in there. I'm just going to add a little bit of butter just to give it that nice richness to it, and just stir that in. Now, as I say, the traditional way is you can either cook this in strips, but I've gone for a sort of more diced look, but it doesn't really make any difference. It just means that when it comes to plating up, you can use these sort of quite chefy pastry rings. Why would you do that? Well, for those that like giving their dish height, you can start the base of the dish off with a veg, which in this case is just going to be the red cabbage, and then you can maybe add something to the top of that, put some potatoes round, and then fish or meat on top. But if I just sort of press that down, you've got your cabbage, and there you have what I think is a lovely way of cooking red cabbage.